to today's episode of Daily Musings. I am Allysia, and I wanted to quickly talk with you guys today about the benefits and the hazards of introspection. I've been reading Charlotte Mason's original writings lately, and she was an educator from England at the turn of the century in the 20th century. Had a lot to say about childhood education, and it's fascinating stuff because it doesn't just apply to kids, it applies to the way we all learn. And there's also a lot of just like really solid nuggets of advice and, you know, personal development-y type stuff for better living in these books. So I often come across ideas that I like to sit and chew on for a little while. And this is going to be one such idea that kind of struck me because I'm an introspective person. And Charlotte Mason was basically, she said something, and this was just like in a paragraph. It was almost like a throwaway part of whatever larger whole that I was reading in the moment. But something along the lines of, you have to be careful with introspection, because introspection, if it's just to, like if it makes you different than others, if you're kind of focusing on what makes you different, what separates you from others, what makes you like totally unique from others, and that's what you're thinking about, then that's a fairly self-absorbed pursuit that isn't going to be of much benefit to you or others. Whereas introspection that has the opposite intention, the intention to unify, the intention to find patterns and similarities between yourself and others, is perhaps a useful sort of introspection. So I wanted to talk about both of these types of introspecting, because on the one hand, I can really, so I've always introspected. It's just part of my, basically my DNA. I'm an artist, I'm a poet, the oven is beeping, I'm a writer. So it's in my nature to think about the way that I think, to think about the things that connect us humans, the way we work, the way humans work. But when I was a teenager and I was really miserable, I did spend a lot of time thinking along the lines of, I'm like an alien in this world. No one understands me. I'm so different. And that got me absolutely nowhere. So I could kind of relate to what she was saying in her book and kind of comparing a couple different types of introspection. Where the way that I try to think now, and this is actually one of the points of recording these videos and these audios for you guys, is to think about ideas that matter, that aren't about me necessarily. The only kind of purpose I have in sharing these introspective thoughts has more to do with like linking up to you. Like my intention is much more on the side of I want to connect with you and not just share my stories in a way that, hey, here's a bunch of stuff about me. But as a way, the only reason that I really want to talk about my own experience is because I want to connect to your experience. I want to build a bridge to your experience, or what I'm thinking about my own experiences, my own personal anecdotes. I'm trying to find maybe like not necessarily even just a greater purpose, but some kind of link from me to you. And that's just the thought I've been thinking. That's just been the idea that I've been sitting with today. Really short one, but just a little something for you to build a bridge and connect as always. So I hope you enjoy this, and I'll catch up with you later.